Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Relentless Push East. So at the moment we're doing fairly alright. We have our Siberian frontier slowly making their way up the coast, which is very nice. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble with this achievement. It's just going to be a matter of time, and luckily for us we have over 60 years to not have to worry about a whole heap. So since we're already over there, we're looking at some other options for us. And right now, it looks like Genoa is at war with the Ottomans, and we want to take the land first. So given that they're allied to France, and France is allied to the Commonwealth, we're going to see if we can split up their little friend group before things get too crazy in our future wars. So, we're about to go to war with Genoa. So with that in mind, we have some troops. They're marching down over here. Some others are coming up and around to prepare for a fight, and that should be fairly good. Now, you know what? We can actually invest in some military tech as well. Let's see, 352. That'll be next year we would get the upgrade. And realistically, I think it may not even be a bad idea. Extra supply limit is nice. Better tactics, and that would even give us an infantry upgrade. Yeah, look, I think that's probably not the worst thing for us. Let's see, how expensive is it? 844. Well, it'll only go down to about 780 in the next one, but that is still a decent chunk of power. You know what? Right now, these guys aren't exactly ready for Mil Tech 11, so yeah, we already have the advantage on them there. I think we'll be fine. We're going to stay as is. So let's go ahead and recall our improved relation diplomat from Sweden, as well as our favors from Austria. We'll go ahead and we're going to start with declaring war, and then I think after that we're then going to start building spy networks so we can do a bit better. So let's declare war. It does look like Emirati is not going to join on in. Geneva will, Mantua and France shall as well. Yeah, alright then. Well, let's go ahead and let's go for a cleansing of heresy. Now, I know I was thinking about releasing a Nogai. We'll do that after the war. I just don't think it's really to our benefit right now. Yeah, we may as well get the advantage of holding on to the land. So let's go ahead and confirm that war. We do outnumber them very nicely, which is rather good. They do have a few more cannons, but that's nothing too serious. So let's go ahead and confirm. That then means let's go ahead and we'll march you down over here. Again, fighting these little 10-to-1 stacks is going to be fantastic. Realistically, we don't need the fort up over here, nor back over there. That should keep a nice defensive line across there. Yeah, that'll be all well and good. So, again, with the show of superiority, it's all about the battles that we fight, not necessarily about the sieges that we do. So, yeah, we'll march on down over there. Let's just double check our rebels. Do we have any rebels? No, so let's just go ahead and march on in. We're not fighting... yeah, too many people at this stage. It's just them and all the way over there. So, yeah, nothing too serious for us to worry about. But hopefully plenty of cash to be made. So, let's see. Yeah, chasing down. Can we go ahead and catch them out? Not really. Yeah, they don't have access. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. We will see what we can do. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, the Ottomans are going to start crushing them there. Let's try and find their capital, if we can. Whereabouts is it? Oh, of course, their capital is all the way over here. Okay. What about any forts? No real forts to speak of? Okay. Let's go ahead and siege down as much as we can. So let's tell our people to go ahead and lay siege. That way the Ottomans can't take any more land. It does look like they're only really interested in joining up their land borders, but still, it is worth noting nonetheless. Alright, military leader has left us. That is not good. Whereabouts was he? There's none of them. Let's see. Oirat Pretender Rebels, that's not an issue. I don't know who we've lost. Huh. Well, what to do? I guess we keep on going as is, and we should be fine. Alright, discovered an agent. That's fine. That was for the Commonwealth. No surprises there. They are crafty people. Let's start building our spy network against Genoa. And then... You know what? We should probably start spying on France as well. Yeah, so let's just have a look. What are we really looking for in this war? We'll try and take land that we have claims on. Let's just see. Yeah, anything we have a claim on we'll happily take if at all possible. We'll work our way through a couple. There's still one more that we can't reach. Cannot make it a core. Alright. Theodoro. Okay. That's over here. Okay, so we have a core over there, but we can't get... sorry, a claim, but we can't get there for a while. Yeah, we'll have to come back and fight them after the Commonwealth. But that's alright. We'll deal with that. Let's quickly shuffle over there, just in case. These guys can march over down to here. And then all of you, I think we go ahead and we carpet siege. We break down into smaller stacks. Yeah, that should be fun. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, let's also keep converting. Let's make sure that these Sunni become the right faith so we can release a nation that we wish. Let's go for the... Yeah, I think the 37 months is still the best return on investment. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll be fine. We could also potentially go ahead and make sure that we throw out our heir. If memory serves, we got a 1-2-2. And it's pretty atrocious. Yeah, you know what? Prestige is ticking down. That's not going to change a huge amount, but if we go ahead and work our way down, we can start building it back up again. I think that's probably the best interest. Yeah, so let's get rid of that too before we forget. Alright, bye-bye, Ivan. Yeah, no point in waiting on that. Everybody else, let's keep on shuffling forwards. I think we are fairly good for all of these sieges, yeah. They're trying to catch up on some stuff. Looks like Gezikmuk is also trying to siege down some land, but we're not going to let them expand more than necessary. Yeah, the Ottomans are taking land. Oh, they beat us to it? Well, you know what? At least Belaruso is going to catch up. So that's... I don't know, swings and roundabouts, I suppose. But you know what? May as well go ahead and, if we can't take the land, we may as well besiege the land and maybe get a little bit of cash. So that should be good. Let's keep on working on those. That should be fine. Alright, more occupations going to us. And, looks like I missed a province. I thought we were heading over there. Well, that's deeply saddening. Alright, well... we may not be able to take as much land as we want from the Ottomans. Yeah, that's very much unfortunate. Okay. Well, since that is the case, let's go ahead and let's shuffle around over there. We may as well take those occupations while we can. We'll see what we can do there. Oh, a new heir of a 311. That is not particularly good at all. Alright, so we're going to leave that be. I do see that Genoa has plenty of ships. So we may need to worry about that. Let's go ahead and tell Let's tell them to go home at war, and realistically, we could probably upgrade some of our navy as well. Yeah, I don't know about France and whether they really feel like sending their navy in, but I'd really prefer not to find out. Alright, well, either way, we'll do what we can. It looks like Belarus has made it over to one of their provinces, which is nice. So we'll keep on working with that. Let's see, they're heading across, so that should be fun. Let's leave you here. We'll go ahead and we'll march you up over there. We'll figure that out in a second, and I think we'll start finding some other people to fight. So, yeah, that's all of Genoa, that's fine. We can't take any of that for now. No one else is over here, it's all over towards Europe. Yeah, so there's the Genoa over here, Mantua over there, Geneva, and then France proper. Okay. Well then, let's see. Yeah, let's start building the spy network against France. I think that's going to be the next thing for us, given just how many forts they do have. I did see 18,000 of the GNEs heading over there, so we will try and catch them out. That should be a decent stack. We'll let them stay together. Yeah, that should be all good. Again, all of these little occupations, not super useful, but again, still any amount of occupation and war score will be nice. We are maxed out on admin power. Let's go ahead and use that effectively. Maybe dropping our inflation by a bit. That's a good use, I suppose. Yeah, that'll help. We'll pay that down, make ourselves a little bit more money. We can also go ahead and... what else could we do? We're not promoting mechanism. We're not picking up our tech ahead of time. Yeah, that's not going to gain us anything of benefit. Oh, you know what? We're about to lose out on some innovativeness, and I think we probably want to strengthen our troops, maybe just a fraction. You know what? I was hoping to let it go another month or two, but I'm thinking we may end up in a situation where we're trying to, yeah, take a battle or two. Alright, so let's go ahead and... do we tell them to be aggressive and go for some of the tender ones? I suppose we may as well. There's no reason why we shouldn't. We're kind of done with all of the sieging that we can get done. So I'm not as concerned as it could be. These guys are headed there. The others are heading up over here. Let's just keep on making our way around. Yeah, hopefully we can avoid some attrition. We'll just have to see how that goes. Oh, right. We should also double check that we have the best leaders on our armies. At the moment, we have a 1401. Yeah, that's a good choice here. And then... who have we got here? A 0412. Yeah, I suppose that's also not too bad. Good amounts of shock damage and some decent siege. I think they are definitely going to be our best two choices. Let's see. These guys. Let's go ahead and... can we upgrade? The galleys aren't super important. Let's select... how much do we need? 162. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll take half of them, I suppose. Second. There we go. Yeah, we'll take half of them. We'll upgrade half first, and we'll get to the rest in a minute. At least we're making the most of using our sailors and all of that, so that should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, we just need to take a couple of good fights, and that'll start getting our war score going our way. Unfortunately, we have not got to fight anybody just yet. But the best thing is, because it doesn't matter who we're fighting, it doesn't matter whether we're fighting the tiny guys or the or our primary war holder, war participant, we can still go ahead and earn our war score. So that should be good for us. Looks like Genoa's hanging out in Austria. Let's go ahead and change that. Let's send our main army down over there. That should be fine. These guys, let's go. Maybe we head to Mantua? Yeah, we'll piece them out early. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, just decrease the strength of their allegiances. That will be quite effective. We are getting close to maxing out on our power again. If we can get there in time, I suppose we go ahead and pay for a siege. But I think... Oh, you know what? Actually, no, we're going to go for the tech. So that'll sort that issue out. The rest is just administrative. Alright, but again, we have a couple of days. We should be able to get those upgraded nice and quickly. Let's just make sure we stop at the beginning of the year. Excellent. New trading good of fur. I suppose that's nice. Let's pick up that innovativeness from that military tech. We may as well go ahead and upgrade it to superior troop type. Let's see. At the moment, our infantry has a shock of 1.15 and an infantry fire of 0.8. Okay, so let's see. What do we want? Offensive shock, defensive shock, more even fire, and then some morale. I think we're going to go with the offensive Eastern Musketeers. Yeah. That'll give us the better offensive shock, which is what we want, I think, for now. Gives us some better morale and slightly less defensive fire pips. But as it stands, fire's not super important as of this moment. So I think we're going to go for them. I think that's the best call for us. So we'll go ahead and get that done. Let's see. Our troops haven't stopped moving, which is nice, so that means they still have enough morale to keep on rolling. You're heading down here. Where are the other guys? Oh, they're both heading down there. Okay, let's go ahead and chase them down. We'll zip around over there. Even with our low morale, the fact that we have the numbers that we do over them, I'm not too concerned about our losses. It will be fairly inconsequential. Alright, but it looks like we have another night to remember in the meantime, so what's going on? So apparently, so our Tsar, Ivan IV, is well known or infamous for indulgent nature and a lavish lifestyle. Okay, looks like we can invite someone and get some better opinion. Okay, well, you know what? Kazan is unimportant. Ouchie, I think that's Japan's proper. Yeah, that is those who control Japan. I suppose we may as well. Khorasan, they're also not that important to us. So I guess we go ahead and we invite those guys. I don't think it makes a big difference one way or the other. Our opinion is just what it is. I don't think that's changing anytime soon. Let's go ahead and crush them. You know what? We're not even taking a bad fight in defensive terrain, and we're still stack wiping. A couple of losses, but again, that is to be expected. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, Fighting Man 2 are there. Alright, let's go... and shift consolidate. Just make sure that we do have as strong front line as possible. This isn't a farmland, so that should be fairly safe. We'll go ahead and... Are we fighting Venice? No. Okay, so that means we should probably go... For Genoa proper? Or for maybe Geneva? I think maybe we go ahead and work our way through to Geneva. Yeah, we do need to keep an eye out for the French, but it looks like that they are... Yeah, they don't have as much manpower as they could have. I suppose fighting the Ottomans has taken a slight toll. Oh, and bonus morale of armies and recovery speed. Excellent. All right, good battle there. Let's see, what level fort is this? This is a level 3 fort. Let's take all of our cavalry, and we need at least 9,000 troops. So a couple to spare should be fine. We'll select this unit, and we will back them up for 1 second. And then over here, let's go ahead and let's... Let's scorch the earth, just in case they try to fight us off this siege. And then let's go ahead and barrage the walls and boost our progress there. Yeah, that should be fairly good. We have reinforcements if necessary. Looks like France is retreating from a bad battle. I'm guessing they've been fighting some of the Ottomans. Yeah, apparently Genoa is trying to siege down the Ottomans a bit. Okay. Not sure if trading bases is exactly the best idea. But hey, if they don't want to fight us, that is fine by me. Let's also go ahead and shift consolidate these guys as they go into battle. Again, if we can minimize the losses, the better. And you know what? No, I was about to say maybe we go ahead and use the Streltsy, although apparently we've already maxed out. So you know what? Yeah, we may as well. We'll take the extra manpower. That'll take us up to almost our maximum. And we do get that extra 10% infantry compatibility for our Streltsy regiments. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, so there we go. Stack wipe, fantastic. That gives us not quite enough for a ticking war score, but we're certainly working towards it. Geneva's already pretty low, same with Mantua, and France is the only one who's enthusiastic. But that is, of course, before we start making it to their territory. All right, so these guys are going to head over there. Looks like... Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? We'll keep a careful eye on these guys. If they're going to go ahead and land here and fight... Treviso... Alright, let's give it a month and see where they're heading. They're heading down to Padova. Alright, for some reason I think they might be fighting us here in the farmlands. That could be the fort that they're going towards, so let's make sure we beat them to it. A small little bit of attrition isn't going to be as bad as the losses if we don't get there. Oh, and they're moving on by. Okay, so that's a non-issue. Heading down to Parma. Where on earth are these guys going? To Genoa proper. Okay. Yeah, to Genova. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll keep a careful eye. Yeah, I think they were still retreating, so they might be heading back to one of their bases instead. We'll take our 20,000 troops and we'll back off just again. Make sure that we're not taking unnecessary attrition. Luckily, it does look like our morale is finally ticking all the way back up to maximum, which is very good to see. We're almost there. That'll be the next month. So that means if we do take any fights, we at least stand a solid chance. Looks like Bergen and Tuscany. Are these guys... Yeah, they're fighting them too. Okay. How many wars are you fellows... how many wars are you in? Oh, fighting Burgundy as well. Well, it's an unfortunate day to be you. Alright, let's go around and take another one of their forts. We're not going to waste our manpower on a fort that we do not gain the benefit from, so that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and let that be. Let's go... let's see. Oh, we have another agenda popping up. Okay. Church for base tax. Lawyers want us to improve relations with the Ottoman. Okay. So that'll give us an improved relations fellow. Could be cheaper. That's not terrible. Let's see. Extra base production and money. Ooh. Okay, so where's that? Ladoga. We need to spend at least... What's this? 100 Diplo power on that. 100 Diplo, but that would be a little bit of cash, which wouldn't be bad. That would help us pay off at least one of our loans. And then Cossacks, they want to, that'll give us some extra manpower. Yeah, look, I'm not really sure that I care too much about any of these. Let's see, improve relations. Let's check our advisor. You are... Yeah, you're already half price. You're only 44. I don't think that that's worth spending money on. I think we'll be good in that regard. Let's go for maybe... Well, we need our Diplo power for our tech and our ideas, so I guess we're not going to go for that either. Extra taxes? How much would that be? Oh, we're short. Okay, but if we did have it... Oh, what's that? Columna. Okay, building menu, let's see. Let's go by value 0.6. Okay, well, not the best, but it could be worse. That would also come along with some extra base tags, so it would make it more effective. Yeah, I think that that's probably going to be our next best bet. I think that is what we do. Yeah, let's go for the Patriarchs. We'll build that church in time, so that'll be fine. Looks like Genoa have some troops coming back through. That is very good. Hopefully we can squash them. Let's see. Hidden activities. Oh, covert action relation impact minus 50%. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's also go ahead and, since this is a mountain fort, we're going to scorch that, since this would be a bad fight for us. Wait, what? Oh, Burgundy's working on that as well? Alright then, fine. You, Ratbags can do just that. We're going to march down to your capital and catch out your army. If we can beat you up and prevent them from being able to flee, that would be nice. Alright, estate modifiers are finishing. That's all good. Looks like we're gaining devastation. Border friction with Kazan. Oh, man. Okay, fine. We'll have to go ahead and crush them at some point soon. Realistically, we probably could just go ahead and do that. Do you have a military unit anywhere nearby? Not really. The only ones we have are 16,000 troops all the way back over here. And they seem to be doing a pretty good job of working, keeping everybody under wraps. Yeah, unrests. They've had a couple of uprisings, but nothing too serious. Yeah. It's not too much of an issue. Alright, well, we'll keep working on things. That'll be fine. We do also... Oh, very close on admin power. Let's go ahead and spend a little bit more. I suppose we may as well develop. Yeah, I don't see anything else we could do. Oh, we could boost our stability. You know what? That's probably not a bad idea at all. Yeah, 209. Yeah, we have more than we need, so let's go ahead and stay at stability 3. That should be... Yeah, it's obviously costing us a bit more than what we should probably be paying, given the fact that we have all that extra overextension. But at the same time, too, it could be a whole stack worse, and we have nothing but buckets of it, so... that won't slow us down anytime soon. We can still invest in tech whenever we're ready. These guys should be... Yeah, sorted out on time. Yeah, we're doing all right. All right, so let's see. Flames fabricated by Commonwealth. Fair enough. I will deal with that. Oh, we are getting this attack off. That is fantastic. That'll be into hills. Not as fantastic, but we do double them, so we can't consolidate our regiments. But I think, yeah, we've got more cannons in the back line. They have a fairly high number of cavalry, so I can see us breaking through their infantry relatively quick and then giving some penalties for having unbalanced frontal lines. Yeah, I think this could be fine. Let's go ahead and quickly check in. So we do have a -2 penalty, but we did roll an 8 to their 0, which is great. We have an extra 5% discipline than them. Our morale is greater, as well as our tactics. In fact, what we could check, we have a land maintenance modifier fellow. Reinforce or manpower. Okay, so those are our two options if we do want to switch out our advisors. For now, I think we're going to be fine. This is going to be a pretty solid victory right here. Yeah, they're losing so many more troops than us, which is fantastic. Let's just see. They lost... yeah, a good 6,000... oh, wait a second. Yeah. That's 6,500 men. We lost 2,500. That is certainly good. Looks like nobles demand old rights. Government reform progress or a stability. Really? Well, that's remarkably rude. But losing a stability is just not worth it since we just paid to go back up again. No, we'll accept the demands. Begrudgingly, of course. Well. Alright, fine. Let's go ahead and, since we're here, let's go ahead and order a barrage. We don't have to worry about attack anytime soon. This will give us some decent war score against Genoa. They're going to be very unhappy with this war. So that won't be too bad. Still waiting around on making progress here for, yeah, in Mantova. Alright, let's kick things up a gear since we're just waiting on these sieges. And, yeah, 21%. That's fairly good. Conversion is successful. That is very good to see. Let's keep that going. At this rate, we may be able to just piece out our war and drop off all of our overextension. And it does look like Perm is about to be integrated in the near future as well. So that is really nice. Yeah, 57% here. How long are our siege ticks? I don't think we've checked since we picked up some upgrades. Siege phase is 29 days. Okay, so it's a day off from standard. They have some decent defensiveness, it seems. Let's see. Show province. Where is the defensiveness? Yeah, 26%. That's not too bad. The fact that they're in the hills, they've got the defensive stance as a reform. Yeah, considering their defensiveness, we're doing all right to be slightly under average. So that is in under average siege time. That is good. Yep, that is very good. Alright, we'll quickly see if we can get this last one, and then we might shuffle off to the next. Alright, United in Prayer, though. Let's go ahead and gain the Diplo power. Looks like... oh, marital bliss. Gain prestige or taxes. We're going to go with taxes. Yeah, we'll happily do that to our people. Doesn't bother me one little bit. More money for me is better for everyone overall, and that is the Siege of Genova. Fantastic. So, looks like these guys getting sieged down, so there's no point in working on that. I'm sure they're going to be very close to piecing out, but we do have their capital. So, I think at this point, we're going to start working our way into France's territory and break up their relationship with the Commonwealth, but that is for the next one. So, if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.